I mean, the guitar solo was insane.
Just random in the middle of a battle.
Yeah, I know. It's like a freaking like love song, like a ballad, and he's just absolutely shredding.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Music and Words Unite. I am your co-host Troy, and with me I have my friend and co-host Mark. How you doing, Mark?
Hola.
All right, that one caught me off guard. Not gonna lie, but anyway, I just wasn't expecting it. Well, we are back again for another episode, and this time we're going to be doing a reaction video, and this is something that Mark has never seen, but I have, and there's not a lot of those videos on this channel, but this is going to be one of them. So, Mark, this is a song I know you've heard before, but you've never seen this live in this version, at least. And this is one of my, well, this is for the audience. This is my all-time favorite band called Dream Theater. There's not enough Dream Theater content on this channel, so damn it, we're getting it going, is what I'm saying. And why not start with this really fantastic, beautiful song? And Mark, I don't want to spoil it, but if you like guitar playing, you're gonna like this one. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm going to title this video based, but I don't want to spoil it. That's what I'm saying. All right. So Mark, this is Hollow Years. So for the audience, Hollow Years comes from an album called Falling to Infinity. Mark, one of the things you'll notice when he starts off is he's playing an electric guitar, but it sounds like an acoustic.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a special pickup called, I'm going to butcher how to pronounce this, I think, but it's called a piezo or piezo? Piezo, I think.
Piazzo.
Piazzo. Okay. And it's a pickup that you can use on your guitar and you can switch to it that makes it sound like an acoustic when you're playing an electric. So that's what you're about to hear at the beginning, at least.
Very cool.
All right, Mark, let's get to it. Gotta love the mood setting.
Mm-hmm.
Live at the famous Budokan. I heard you had to be invited. Apparently, that's what I heard. You had to be invited to play there. I don't know if that's true.
That's a pretty famous venue.
Yeah.
We get to watch Deep Purple live at Budokan too. That's a pretty awesome one.
Yeah. Sure. All right, here we go. Oh, short hair, John Petrucci. You didn't see that too long. You got to hear.
It just looks wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
He's just the kind of man you hear about, who leaves his family for an easy out. He never saw the signs, he never said a word, he couldn't take another day. Carry me to the shoreline, bury me in the sand, walk me across the water, maybe
Can you hear the bass through this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
She's not the kind of girl you hear about. She'll never want another. She'll never be without. She'll give you all the signs. She'll tell you everything. Then turn around and walk away. Carry me to the shoreline. Bury me in the sand into the wind. Walk me across the water, and maybe you'll understand. Sing along. Once the stone you're crawling under is lifted off your shoulders. Once the cloud it's raining over your head disappears.
I really like when Mike sings
Voice
background vocals.
that you'll hear is the crashing down of hollow.
Oh, here we go, Mark.
Should I talk now?
I'll pause it before we start it.
No,
Before he gets into it, yeah. All right, so it's basically Hollow Years live so far, right? So with a little intro at the beginning, a little moody intro. What do you think so far?
It sounds really good. I mean, I know they're a good live band, but I think James LaBrie actually, it sounds like probably the best I've ever heard him live on this. To be honest.
Okay.
Sounds really good. I mean, that's not surprising. I really wish they brought Derek Shernian back to play this though. So.
Oh yeah, you mean just for this one song? Okay. Hey buddy, why don't you fly across the world and come play this one song for us?
Hey, come back. I know we fired you, but come back.
Yeah. All right.
No, but
yeah.
it's like you said, like this is like, I mean, ballads are one thing, but Dream Theater ballads are different because you're getting a ballad and you're getting like some kind of, insane instrumentation as well. So
Right. Speaking of
Yeah.
that, Mark.
I'm prefacing something here.
All right. All right. So yeah, let's get to it. And feel free to comment over it if you want. I can always rewind things if you
No,
comment over it.
no.
That's okay. All right. All right.
You're hyping this up. It better be good.
It's pretty good. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Okay. All right, Mark. I had to pause it there. What do you think so far?
I mean, the guitar solo was insane.
Just random in the middle of a.
Yeah, I know. It's like a freaking like love song, like a ballad, and he's just absolutely shredding.
He's shredding, but like
God.
with like perfect feel and like emotion in the playing too. It's not just like robotic. You know what I mean? It's like
Well,
a mix
all
of
right.
both. Yeah.
Troy, if you play guitar for 45 years and practice 10 hours every day, you could maybe sound like that too.
Maybe.
Guy's
I
a
think
friggin' maniac,
I
man.
know, and it's the crazy thing about it, Mark, is it is actually live.
I know, and he's
It's like-
playing it. He just like there's no like hesitation with anything. It's all precise. He knows exactly
right,
what he's doing.
right.
I almost think he's not even human. I think he's a machine.
I mean, to me, like there are people nowadays. You know, what's funny about it is when I was younger, right? John Petrucci was known as like there was John Petrucci, like as far as the shredders, right? Like when I was younger, there's like him. There's a guy named Michelangelo Badio who's like a really fast player. It was like Steve Vai, of
Is
course,
he,
who's a different kind of shredder.
is
Yeah.
Michelangelo Badio the one that plays like the guitar, like the two like
Yes,
puppets?
yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
Silly.
Yngwie Malmsteen. There's a bunch of like, there's a bunch of them, right? But for some reason, for me personally, a lot of the guitar players who are fantastic guitar players, right? They really, when it comes to writing meaningful songs that have like any kind of real feeling to them as a song, right? And then incorporating your kind of virtuosic guitar playing within that song. To me, that's one of the things that John Petrucci really shines for me, right? Because not only does he play so well, but he also writes the songs. And then he also puts the feeling into it because he's putting the feeling into the song because the song has an emotional lyrics, right? So yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to him for that because he's really good at it. But how about this part, Mark? Just let me rewind a little bit. This part is worth rewatching.
The show off.
I will finish it out here.
Mr. John Petrucci! Carry me to
All right, Mark. Well, that was Hollow Years live at Budokan. What did you think?
Pretty absurd.
Yeah.
I mean, musically, it was like perfect. It's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
again, like those guys are like machines. Sounded great. I mean, his guitar solo is so ridiculous.
I
It's
know, man. You know, most people when they react to Dream Theater, it's like they pick the most like hard thing, like musically, right? They'll pick like Dance of Eternity or some crazy prog thing, you know. But this is like straight ahead time, 4/4, right?
mm,
Ballad, sing along ballad, and with the most, you know, I don't even know if I'm not saying it's even his best guitar solo. I'm just saying it is a great guitar solo in the middle of a ballad, all live. You know, it's quite amazing, right? This comes from a Blu-ray, a DVD and a Blu-ray called Live at the Budokan. There's only a couple ballads on that whole concert. This is one of them. And Mark, when I tell you this is like, if you're gonna watch a Dream Theater concert on a Blu-ray, like this is the one to watch, pretty much. Like there's a bunch of good ones. Like Score is really good. There's a bunch of them, but front to back, it's a Train of Thought tour. So they play a lot of Train of Thought. So if you like metal, there's a ton of metal and progressive metal on there.
hmm
And yeah, I mean, it's just they play stuff from Scenes from Memory on there, and they do all kinds of cool stuff. There's a whole like 8-minute improv section too, where they're just really making up stuff. So there's all kinds of stuff in there. So if you like this, you know, maybe check out some of the other Dream Theater stuff. All right, Mark. Well, thanks for your reaction. I appreciate that.
Sure, man.
Anytime I get to share. And by the way, if you're still watching this, thank you. If you like this video, give us a like. Leave a comment. What did you think of the video? What did you think of the guitar playing? Are you a fan of this? Do you want to hear more of it? Are you curious? If you want suggestions, let us know. And if you like this kind of content, feel free to consider to subscribe. We'd appreciate that. It helps out the channel for sure. We also have a free Discord, a community Discord. We'll put the link to that in the comments. It's free. You can come in there and talk about anything you want, Dream Theater or not. It really doesn't matter. It's just for music discussion. And last but not least, back on our second episode ever of this channel, months ago, when we were on just a Zoom call. So it looked different, but the point is, we put a lot of time and effort into an episode. If you want to like learn more about Dream Theater, or if you already know about Dream Theater but you're curious about her opinions on the albums, we did a Dream Theater tier list of every album ranked, and that was a pretty fun episode because we debated a lot of stuff. We told personal stories. So if you want to geek out about that kind of stuff, check out that video. I'll make sure there's a link in the description in the comments. All right. Okay, Mark. Well, thank you. I appreciate your time, and thank everyone for watching.
Sure.
All
See you
right.
later.
Thank you. Take care.